I do know.
Like I said, like I told no.
We are. Yes. But we can chit chat a little bit, Mr. Jones, because we're gonna give a few people to get up in here. Yeah. So we can chit chat before I even make our introduction a little bit. So, young man, how was your day?
Long, exhausting, cutting weight, 15 pounds to go. Yeah. 9 o'clock my time right now, so it's still going. So
Oh, really?
yeah.
So, do you have a daily fast routine that you're doing, or what are you doing to cut this weight?
Epsom salt baths with green rubbing alcohol in a bathtub full of hot water for about an hour until the water turns cold. Then I cut off on what I eat, like the fatty foods. I cut off the soda. Um, I'm just trying not to dehydrate myself, so I'm still, drinking water, spitting a lot. Um, yeah, there's a soda right there, cherry Pepsi. Um, Lemon with coffee in the morning. Lemon like juice inside of some instant coffee in the morning. It helps you lose weight too. So, and then throughout the day, I'll eat like little here and there snacks that ain't gonna add too much weight on me. And then at work, I eat nothing but a salad.
I
Besides
like salad.
besides the candy that I have, a chef salad. But I am hypoglycemic, so I always have to keep sugar around me. So I might eat a piece of candy here or there to keep my blood sugar up, so it doesn't go too low. So,
Okay. But you're not
so
just over here
besides,
devouring candy.
no, no, I've got a bad tooth that needs pulled, so like I try not to eat it as much.
Me too, baby. Oh, I feel your plight on
So
that one. Absolutely,
maybe,
absolutely.
maybe my, maybe, maybe my opponent can nub it out of my face with his nub.
You starting already. I don't even know.
Maybe. We'll hope. Out of me. Punch that
They
tooth out.
we need one more person. We need one more
uh,
person. We need one more person. We need one more person.
we need one more person.
One more
Are
person.
are you able to view this through Facebook?
Yeah, it's live right now on Facebook and YouTube
All right, hang on.
simultaneously.
Let me see if I can share it and see if some of my viewers can join in on it too.
Are you sharing it
Maybe
on the same? Are you sharing it on the phone that you're talking to me from?
no. I'm on my other
Oh,
phone.
oh, okay, Mr.
I'm
Businessman.
on. I'm talking to you on the. I'm on the phone with the. I'm talking to you on the business phone, cell phone, and then this is my personal cell phone. I buy more expensive phones for myself than the business. This is an iPhone, and my other one's an Android.
Oh, Jesus, take the wheel. Okay, so then we got up, and then we got back down. We need two people. We need two people. We need two people.
Hey Dion, you need to go to Facebook and watch this and listen if you're in here.
Nope, he's not in here with us. He needs to go get in the email and go ahead and get into this feed with us so we can have a real live conversation about the business of
I'll
things.
try.
What is at
I'll try
hand?
to. I'll try to message him again. Once my other phone turns back on, I had to shut it off. Back on. Apparently, I'm not getting good service in my house with my other phone.
Oh, for peace sake.
You still there?
Me? Yeah, I'm still here. I'm picking and choosing which am I
Oh, you are still there. I heard you. I heard you beep. Yeah, I heard you beep.
picking and choosing which of my groups I'm going to share this live to in this moment.
I just messaged him, told him to get his bitch ass in here.
I told you that he has been trying to join us, but excuse me, I didn't even put his name in the description.
Yeah.
So the people would be joining to the craziness and finding out firsthand what's really going on. Because at the end of this, I don't think it's gonna be very favorable for him. I'm just keeping it a buck.
You doing this interview might sell more. It might sell more tickets to the fights, and it's gonna be more people there to watch him get beat up or murdered illegally in a cage, whichever happens first.
So, how much steam did y'all have going into your first fight?
That everything I've told you was said before the first fight.
Oh, here he is. He's trying to get in. So unless his box lights up on my end and I can see his face like I can see your face, or at least get his voice through, there's nothing there. So he is at this moment trying to join us. Yeah, I get it.
But yeah, no, all of what you know was said and done before our first fight. Like he even made a meme of my dead dad and my mother. Yeah. Yeah. Went all that out. Like, yeah. I still have that meme too. Saved in my phone. I'm reposting all of it on Facebook once a week till fight night comes so everybody remembers the beef and the hatred in this fight.
Y'all are, and the sad part about this is for real. Like this is
why,
for real. This is real.
Everybody has to know why this cannot be contained in boxing, Muay Thai, or kickboxing. It has to be an MMA fight because, like, you know the reason.
I do.
Like, you know the reason. Now you know why it has to be an MMA fight. Because if I put him on the canvas again, I don't want to get disqualified and put in cuffs again. I mean, it'd be worth it again. But, like, the video I asked if you saw, it's been on ESPN. It's been on other. It was on another sporting channel on TV. It's been all over YouTube, all over Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram. It's been everywhere.
TikTok? Like, it made it to TikTok?
Yes, it made it to TikTok. Legitimately, like I think that alone has had over 6 million views alone on YouTube, if not more.
Of y'all doing what? Of y'all's fight or of
the back me and forth? Of what happened in round 2 of me getting arrested and everything else. Yeah.
Oh, well, send Miss Nikki that video so she can view it in this moment so I can see that. And then as I'm viewing it, I'll go ahead and introduce us and open us up.
Let me see if I can find it on YouTube. I was trying to find it earlier before you went live so I could actually show you it or send it to you, and I couldn't find it. Fighter loses control. Let me see. Let me see. Griggs Entertainment. Griggs Entertainment. Griggs Entertainment. Fireworks. Oh, dude, look. It's even the website's main video.
Send it to me.
It is their main video on their YouTube page. Hell yeah.
Jesus, take the wheel.
Let's see if you get it. Let's go there. There you go.
I'm almost scared to open this.
It's just me going like this, telling him to come at me, throwing him up against the rope, the turnbuckles, him locking his arms to where I can only go like this, the referee saying break, break, break. He says what he said, and then me losing control and beating on him a little bit, and then getting disqualified, then put on the ground by 2 cops. And the referee happened to be the off-duty sheriff.
He's still trying to join us. So it's obvious to me that he has something that he wants to say. Okay, so I'm watching this incident right now.
I end up in cuffs and everything.
So is that when he said it in that clinch in that moment?
Yes. If you can't tell, switch went.
Yo. You were legit mad, bro.
He shouldn't have said what he said in clinch.
Damn, I wasn't expecting the police to respond that quick. They get Lord,
Did
baby.
you see how big both? Did you see how big those guys were? It took both of them to put me down.
Yes, you were absolutely mad. That's what happened. That's that crazy mad.
The third cop that came in was stepping on my mohawk, so I couldn't move my head. His corner tried to jump in and fight me till the cops came in.
They took you to jail?
No, they detained me till he was out of the venue and safe from me following him.
Oh, wow.
Police, this is exactly what the police officer said. We are detaining you until he is far enough away to where his well-being and his life is still intact.
Bro, y'all was doing the most. Okay, so look, and now it says I have 0. What is going on with this? Okay, you guys. Boom, 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 boom. Welcome to Fight Heads MMA. It's me, Miss Nikki. And if you guys have not guessed it by now, Miss Nikki has Hello Kitty Cory James this evening.
Jones.
Oh, did I say James? Oh,
yes.
Jones. That's how crazy this last name. All this time we was going, oh, I'm so sorry, baby. Look, see what happens?
You're good.
Yo,
you're good.
Like he said some shit. Like, yo, I think forever that name will be ingrained in my brain just because I know of the conversation that you and I are really about to have. But one more again, you guys, Miss Nikki has Hello Kitty Cory Jones with her tonight. Yes, one of my amateur MMA fighters. Yes, he is coming to us from, where are you coming to us from? Missouri, is that what you said?
Decatur, Illinois.
Oh, Decatur, Illinois. Oh, no, Decatur's in the Illinois. Okay, baby. So, welcome to Fight Heads MMA, young man. This is my first time meeting you. This is your first time meeting me. Welcome. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to have a conversation with you, leading into what is going to be your October 30th fight at Courage Fighting Championship.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you for this opportunity, young man, and welcome
No,
again.
no, thank you, and thank you again.
We're gonna have a little bit of fun, you guys. Now, I must give you guys a disclaimer that the following conversation is not for my fighters, probably won't be on a fighter level. I don't know. I don't know where you guys are going to fall on this, but the following conversation is going to be like some real ignorant bullcrap.
The week.
That's the best that Miss Nikki can give y'all in this moment. It's going to be some real ignorant bullcrap, and so maybe you'll have an understanding of why this is going to happen, where it originated, and should we, you know, leave it here after this fight. If the fight even freaking happens at this point, if the fight happens, there's a tentative date, October 30th. There's a tentative time and place. So we're going to talk about all those things. The young man, the opponent has been trying to join us. This young man been waiting for a little while, but for whatever reason, his opponent is having a slight problem with joining the feed. So if he does do that during the time that we're together, we're going to welcome him in and give him a chance to fend himself and what he says and the things that he does. So from this point forward, just be warned. This is R-rated. It's not some moments will be funny, others will not. And just be ready for the shenanigans, you guys, as always. I cannot make this up. What I said in the description is the truth. This young man found me and felt like he was in training for this fight. For what if he wasn't going to allow the world to be a part of it? The world has been a part of it from the beginning, and at this point, he wants to keep you guys abreast and let y'all know why it is happening. Like I can't. There's nothing I can do for the young man. He's still trying to get in. So, yes, welcome, Cory Jones.
Again.
Hello, Kitty. So tell me where the hell you get this Hello Kitty fight name. Please tell me.
So I have a tattoo right here on my chest. It's supposed to be supposed to be a pit bull with tribal, and all my fans thought that it was a demonic Hello Kitty. So I'd be out at the bars or out in public, and they would be like, "Hey, you're the fighter with the Hello Kitty tattoo. You're Hello Kitty, aren't you?" So I kind of went with that, because it's what the fans thought of the tattoo and called me. And it also helps me raise awareness for like bullying, for child abuse, neglect, stuff like that. So it fits perfectly for why I fight. So
Okay, okay, okay. So you gonna give us a shot? You gonna give us a shot of that tattoo? You gonna let us see? I mean, if that's what the fight name is, you might as well let us see. You might as well let us see. Pull it in just a little bit. Dun, 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 dun. How about Miss Nikki just remove herself? Oh, ooh. So who gave you the tattoo?
There's another gym owner here in Illinois. He's from Peoria. His name is Tony Folkers, and he did the tattoo back in 2014 when my youngest child was born. He did it 2 weeks after she came home, and I just never got it fixed or let him finish it because he did crappy work on it, and I refused to get anybody else to fix it or finish it. So it's there.
Okay. Well, it's up to you to either go back and y'all settle this and he correct his work, or find somebody else to correct it and go ahead and make it the prestigious thing that it should be representing for you.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. So you and Mr. Dion James have had this long-standing back and forth feud. Now it has turned into a not even a rematch, because the first time you guys kickbox, this time you guys are going to fight MMA. Um,
Yeah.
this it really got huge the first time. Where is it standing right now for you? Is anybody even interested in y'all's continued battle over, from this first part of the saga? And we ain't even talked about that yet, but is the interest peaked by the people this time?
Is there what with the people?
Is their interest peaked, knowing that there's going to be
Um,
a rematch? Have you even told anybody? I mean, what's the deal?
yeah, everybody knows about this. All my fans, the events fans, the local people in that town, Dion, Nub Nub, James's fans, that which ones he still has left, um, know about it. I've even had a few of his old fans message me asking me to buy tickets and merchandise from me because they want to come and watch me fight him again like they did the last time around. So yeah, there's a lot of people that know about it.
So let's bring people up to date. You and this young man first cross paths when and where and for what reason, and bring us up to date.
We was originally best friends at one point. I forget where we met. Or no, I don't. It was in 2016 at the Midwest Fight League's UMMAF Regionals tournament, and I met him there, and he lost in the very first round his qualifying matches to go to nationals for a chance to go to worlds and compete for Team USA. And I met him there. We became friends, kind of whatever, for a few years. Then I think a couple years later, he asked me if I'd fight him, with me knowing what his record is and not having a very impressive record, having like a 98% lose ratio on his record. And me, have won belts, carried belts, defended titles, with the experience that I have and with, what record it shows as, my 13-21 record. With all that being said, I pretty much told him, look, there's no point in fighting you. You're my friend, whatever. I was like, but there's no use of fighting you. I gain nothing. I lose everything, whether I beat you or I lose to you. I said, your record's not impressive. I was like, it's never going to happen. Well, then he decided to try to call me out at a kickboxing event that he had in 2018 after he deliberately got knocked out. He originally told my mom to kill herself before that event, told my mom that she needed to kill herself, that nobody would miss her, and this and that. So I had one of my students, because I run my own gym called Pitbull's MMA Academy. One of my students was making his kickboxing debut that night in Iowa. And Dion stated in his post-fight interview that his game plan was to go in, get knocked out so he could get suspended, and then to call me out. Well, knowing at the time, that he ran his mouth about my dead father, talking about how he's gonna dump my dead father's ashes all over me and this and that, and tell my mom to kill herself, and continue to run his mouth, whatever. He decided to call me out. So I got in there. As I was entering the boxing ring, he snuck out the back ropes, went to the locker room, couldn't be found anywhere else. Said that he was going to run his mouth, have that same energy the night that they had weigh-ins or in person at the event. Didn't have the energy at all at either places, couldn't be found after he called me out. His plan backfired because he didn't think I'd come out and answer his call out. And then it transpired more back to Facebook when he said he was going to rape my, at the time, 6-year-old daughter and my, at the time, 11-year-old daughter. And so I got the fight lined up between me and him. It was supposed to be kickboxing February 2nd of 2019 in Sullivan, Indiana for Griggs Entertainment. And he refused to show up with his blood work. He didn't come to weigh-ins. He didn't even show up to our fight besides 30 minutes before our fight even happened, to be honest with you. and they switched it from MMA to kickboxing in the last minute. Well, in that time frame of the fight happening, he told a bunch of my female friends that he was going to rape and kill them, that he was going to, him and his homeboys in Chicago was going to run trains on them, and that don't worry, when you're dead, I will take care of your kids, I will rape your kids, all kinds of stuff like that. Ran his mouth to a bunch of my fans. Actually had one of my fans that was going back to Colorado from Illinois that was at the airport in Chicago actually looking for him while he was in Chicago. That's how bad it was. And then more along the lines of continuing to run his mouth about my dead father, like how he was going to beat me so bad that I would leave on a stretcher and he would pull some WWE fake shit on me and beat me while I'm on the stretcher bad enough to where I'm dead. And even though he knows my dad was cremated, he said he was going to dig up my father's graveyard, his grave site, and bury me next to him, piss and shit on us. And then, like, it just got way worse than that. I ended up getting disqualified in round 2 when we kickboxed after we was in clinch, and he said that his banana was going to feel nice and good and my 2 daughters' nice virgin vagina parts. And I blacked out, beat them up some more. The referee had to pull me off of them twice, which you've seen the video. Took the referee and another cop to put me down after they tried to choke me out. I got disqualified. And it's just been back and forth, stuff like that. And then this time around, he's been saying, said something along the lines of my mom must have had diarrhea when she gave birth to me because apparently look like poop, I think is what he was trying to get at. I really don't know. I don't get it. And I thought, what a better place in the event to fight for this rematch than for Jason Reinhardt's event that he has coming up, Courage Fighting Championships in St. Louis, Missouri, because it's a event to help raise awareness for child abuse. And with, the stuff that he said towards children, it kind of makes sense. And and this time it's MMA. Let's just hope he brings his blood work this time and actually shows up to weigh-ins and everything.
How do y'all go from becoming friends at an event to becoming best friends to this hot ass mess?
Because he got told no to fighting me because apparently he thinks he can beat me. I pretty much, in his eyes, dogged on his fighting skills. Maybe that's why it came to that. Maybe it was his tactic to get me to fight him, to start running his mouth like that. That, with me being Italian and Sicilian, that when it comes to family, we're very protective and everything of our family members. And I'm pretty sure he knew that. So he knew that he had to say some pretty fucked up shit to get inside my head, which he did. He got in my head. Like I said, I got disqualified. I lost my cool. Got put in cuffs by the end of the fight.
I don't know. I think I see why that happened. I mean, I watched it. I don't even need to watch it again because if he said those things to you in that clinch, then he kind of got what he deserved because you can't talk to any real man like that about his women folk.
Yeah. And so I mean? And then I was actually supposed to rematch.
And then you're talking about somebody's children. When you bring the kids into it, then you on a whole nother level of being a whole shitball. So
you can shit talk and try to bully me all you want. That's one thing. But when you shit talk and bully my mom, my dad, my children, my grandparents, my cousins, my aunts, my uncles, it's a different story. That's how I feel.
So this MMA fight is this MMA fight gonna and you liking it because you'll be able to use more than just a couple of your weapons in the fight. You'll be able to take him down. You'll be able to take his back. You'll be able to, whatever,
Yep.
whatever you feel like you can get over
Main
on him.
the main reason
So
why I wanted MMA. The main reason why I wanted MMA is because you watched the video. He was on his back on the canvas before I got disqualified. So in case that happens again, I don't get DQ'd for ground and pound, and the referee can't pull me off until he claims it's as a TKO or a knockout or a verbal submission or a tap out. That's why it has to be MMA. Like, because 3 years, it's 3 years of bad blood, of hate, and it's not in my head as much anymore. It still gets to me. Like, for instance, I have a best friend of mine. She knows about all this, like everything that Dion has said, the memes he made of my mom and my dad, the threats that he's made all my female friends. She told me today that she had a nightmare that Dion kidnapped her and did exactly what he said he was going to do.
mm,
And
ugly.
yeah, like he has my friends and my people, my fans scared that he's actually going to do what he said he was going to do, that he was going to deliver on his promises.
Now, everybody wants excitement, everybody wants entertainment, but there is a level. I say it all the time. Y'all know when y'all crossing the line, when y'all say some crazy, nonsensical bullshit out of your mouths. So, with that being said, like, I don't, I'll be surprised if your fight happens because, A, we already know that he's more than a 500% no show. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? And
yeah,
if medicals are not done and submitted by the time the promotion request they be done, then if I was you, baby, I wouldn't even look forward to having a fight with this young man because you've been through it with him before. And
yep.
this is one of those times where Miss Nikki is just so anxious to talk to this young man, to question him why he said those things. How do you come back from something like that? Like, how does anybody get behind supporting you? Saying
He had he
goofball,
had like
ignorant. That's the type of stuff that people get killed over. And it looked like in that moment you was trying to kill him. You look like if you
he
had been given
actually
a
tried to
chance, you would have killed him.
he actually tried to deny the threatening the raping my children part until one of our mutual friends jumped on the comments and said, "Look, I'm not on either sides. You did say that. You're sick. You're disgusting." He had fans of his that don't even know me, that I wasn't even friends with on Facebook. Our first fight, say, "Hey, look, we've seen all of it. We've seen you talking about raping children, the mother, telling the mom to kill herself, mocking the dead. You think suicide's fun. We'll be at the fight. Matter of fact, Cory, do you have merchandise we can buy so we can support you that way and buy tickets from you, et cetera, et cetera?" Like it was so messed up that he lost fans more than gaining fans from it.
Mm.
The only reason why he has the fans he has now is because I give it to the kid, I give it to the guy. The one thing nice I will say about him is he's got heart. He gets in there, win, lose, draw. He goes in there, he does his thing like all the other fighters do. He may
So
have come out
do
lost.
you think all his losses just make him a natural heel? Do you think his losses, all the losses on his amateur MMA record, they'll never let him do? What the fuck would be the point in letting him turn pro? But do you think all those losses have naturally just morphed him into a heel? Excuse me, a Grinch, so to say. You know, monster.
Yeah, I could see it being that way, but I mean, he could naturally be that way, drugs,
How was
alcohol,
he?
the way he
How was he when you met him though? You said y'all potentially was best friends at one point in this whole debacle.
He was very Solange, like, hey, we're fighters, we're friends, we're best friends. We used to talk. I used to try to get him on fight cards, stuff like that. He used to try to get me on fight cards, whatever. Never panned out, would never work out because either A, I had a schedule already that I had to meet, or he had a schedule he had to meet. And like, either that or the promotions didn't like him for whatever reasons that they had. And so like he was like I said, very Solange at first. Like he still talked the way he does. He's got that cocky ego, even knowing he gets beat up 95% of the time. But
37-2
it wasn't
says 99 point a millionth of a dot the time.
Yeah, you said it better than me. But like he wasn't as bad as he was when he was trying to get our fight. Well, when he succeeded in getting us a fight set up. Like I begged promoter after promoter after promoter after promoter to get it happening. And the place he called me out at, the promoter wanted nothing to do with this bad blood. Like he's like, no, not happening on my show, not happening in my ring. I'm like, dude, your fans just fucking cheered and rooted for this fight. Like they're all expecting this to happen at your place because he called me out in your ring.
But you know
I
what? It
answered the
may
call.
have been. What it may have been in that moment is it was so hot that like he can't take the chance of people really legitimately losing their minds when they see this kid and really trying to hurt him in his event. You know what I'm saying? He can't get the general public hurt. He can't get his security hurt. He can't get his people that work for him hurt. So yeah, that might have been why. Because the shit that he's saying is like I'm surprised he really is trying to have. He's going to get up here in a conversation with Miss Nikki of all people when he has said things like this. Like I'm going to have a hard time with him explaining it away.
Right, like I said, he's had his own. He's had his own fans and people and supporters call him out on his lies on Facebook the 1 or 2 times he tried denying it. And they're like, no, we've all seen it. Like, I have screenshots and everything.
So why? Oh, here go my guy, Qasim. He's a fraud. Who? Dion James is a fraud? Remember I told you about Qasim? Through Mix It Up Sports? I told you that he would know.
Yep, I know Chris Sam.
Tell him he a lame. Yeah.
Yeah, I know him.
Yeah. That's my kid that just signed.
Oh, by the way, Qasim, I mean to message you, but I've been dealing with, this weight cut and training for this fight that I have coming up. I will message you as soon as I get the chance, bro. I think he's trying to get the Virginian fight there. For Mix It Up or other promotions, which I would love to, as long as the fight happen, whatever. I know sometimes shit happens, but I don't want to drive like 17 hours and not fight. I don't do planes. I don't fly. I don't fly. I don't do planes. Cars is the only way I go to fights.
Okay.
But yeah, no, like
what would
this fight is.
Yeah, because you know what I'm about to ask you. What is the purpose in you meeting this young man again, or even attempting or putting the energy into him again? What is the motivation this time?
The motivation is to get back the ashamedness that I had. I mean, I know I shouldn't feel ashamed of the disqualification and ending up in handcuffs in a boxing ring. I know I shouldn't feel that way, but I felt like I disrespected the sport by the way that I took it, even though I kind of took it normal. I could say kind of sort of normal. But like I need to avenge that disqualification loss in kickboxing against them and getting put in cuffs and maybe knock some sense into him or break a limb sometimes into him. I could take his other arm or his toes or his teeth, his nose, whatever. But like I'm hoping that, maybe I can knock some sense into him to where he knows not to try to be Conor McGregor, because that's pretty much who he's been trying to be, is Conor McGregor, with the Aldo and the Mayweather fight and the Khabib fight. The Khabib fight. Like Conor McGregor said some fucked up shit about Khabib's family. In their first fight, I believe. That's when Khabib jumped the cage and people fought inside the cage and everything after Khabib beat him the first time. Like, I'm just hoping that it's one of those things where I can teach him not to be McGregor. Like, watch what you play. Not everybody's going to not try to fight you or kill you out of a cage. Like, I'm doing it the legal way, the only way that I can think of having my freedom, and that's doing it in our office of a cage.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, not just that, but fight on the behalf of my daughters and my dead father and my mother that he disrespected to a whole nother level that he shouldn't have. So it would tie the series technically 1-1. So there would have to be a third one to settle it. There would have to be a trilogy. But I don't think it'd happen. I don't really want a third fight to happen. Like I said, I just want to knock some sense into him and make him realize what he said he shouldn't have said.
Mm.
So make him pay and punish for what.
Do you think that part of your motivation makes you vulnerable going into this fight?
The trying to avenge the actions that I did, or the fighting on behalf of my family thing.
Your motivation,
or all of it.
All of it. Do you think it's going to make you over emotional again and cause you to make a mistake or cause you to get caught in something?
No, I've been mentally preparing for this for 3 years, because I've been trying to get this rematch for 3 years, so it could be settled the right way. And he's been running scared for almost 3 years. I should say February 2nd will be 3 years since the first time we met in a boxing ring. But
he is legitimately right now having a conversation with me in our private chat. And so, young man, I need you to see that Mr. James, I need you to understand that it's me and you conversating in this chat. It's not you and him. He doesn't see what you're sending. Only I see that. So I know you're not directing it to me. I get what you're saying, but I don't know what. Maybe you need to restart your phone and then try to join us, because sometimes we gotta
or connect to the internet. I'm sure there's Wi-Fi somewhere. Go to McDonald's or Hardee's or something. I mean, you get a settlement check from your other half of your left arm. You should be able to afford some kind of internet.
So do you know how he lost the fore part of his hand and arm?
I can't remember if he said it was his mom and dad's fault for not paying attention to him when he was a kid and he got ran over by a train, or if it was just he got ran over by a train. I know he got ran over by a train. I just don't remember how it happened. I don't know if mom and dad wasn't paying attention and he was outside playing and got hit by the train and they took his arm, or if he was just playing in a train or something and it took his arm. I don't know. I can't remember. I just know he got hit by a train. That's all I know.
You're okay, young man. Look, he apologized. This nigga be y'all, stop playing with me. Y'all know what it is. Y'all with the smoke. But I understand, young man. I get it, baby. I get it. So we just, I told Mr. Jones that if you appear in this box over here, that I'm going to bring you in. I'm going to open you up to the rest of the world like we are. So there's nothing in that box. I mean, I'll show everybody. There's nothing. So I can't
And as
help
far
but
as if
believe.
I act right, Dion, as far as me acting right, you may sleep me. What are you gonna do? Cheap shot me with your nub again?
He says you're soft as cake. Now,
Oh,
don't make me go away from this interview hating the one thing that I love on this earth, which is cake.
he says I'm soft as cake, huh?
Yes.
Nah. Says the man who had to throw the boxing glove off his nub and cheap shot somebody just to drop him once.
I don't know that y'all can't. This does it no justice. Y'all two not being able to banter back and forth, face to face, is not
Dude, I
does not
mean, we
give this fight justice.
kind of have through Facebook. I sent you some voicemails that he sent me. You
So
could play them.
yeah, let me see. Let me see. You did say you sent me some stuff. Let Miss Nikki
I
check
think
this
the
out.
last I think the last two voice messages was from one of his buddies because you can tell the difference between the two from the first two to the second two, and I knew automatically off the bat that it wasn't Dion because Dion doesn't sound like
You
he
sit
sounds
up here,
David.
you little bitch ass punk. I heard you running your mouth in my inbox like you're some type of tough guy. I tell you what, you little piece of shit. I sent you my fucking email address. But you better get it straight, boy. Comes October 30th, you're one dead ass motherfucker. You better believe that, boy. You better damn believe that, cause I'm gonna beat the shit out of you, boy. I might even stick your dumb shithead down a toilet so you could eat shit after the fight.
He can't
Oh
talk
God,
shit.
let them make it a title fight, man. If they do make it a title fight, I'm fucking your bitch ass up, dude. I'm gonna beat the living shit out of you, dude. So you better come. Come October 30th, you little bitch ass punk. You come and bring all the tools and your wannabe Muay Thai techniques and stuff. It ain't gonna have no effect on me. None of your punches do. You suck balls like a little bitch, man. You sit up there, you swamp ass garbage shit punk. I wonder sometimes, did your mama have diarrhea when she gave birth to you? Cause I look at you on your form, you're just shaped funny, dude. And I'm looking and like wondering how what the hell is you gonna beat me? None of the shit you gonna do ain't gonna have no effect on me. You already know that, boy. You ain't gonna do shit. Once you throw a punch, you're gonna hurt your knuckles. And you're gonna be like, my knuckle hurt. I'm hurt.
He is a
You know
character.
that, boy? So don't you dare try to say
He is a character, if nothing else.
you would sit up there, Cory Homo Kitty Jones. That's funny how you say the word nigga, cause you say it funny as hell. You sound like a pile of shit. Come October 30th, I wonder what Power Ranger you're gonna come as. You look like you're gonna come as the Pink Ranger, I bet. And you have toe fetishes for men, cause you just said you was gonna take my toes off, you dumb squirt. You dumb fuck. You dumb bitch. You dumb shit. I'm destroying you on October 30th, boy. For real.
Are you and him like working together to like build this up or something? Like, he sounds like a fucking character to me. Out of
you want to know
Marvel
something?
comic goddamn movie.
Wait, hang on, wait. I got one better for you. I sent these to my fighters in our group chat, and when we've been training, we've sat around on the mat listening to these. One of my students is a professional photographer. His name is Robbie Del Rosa. He's from Chicago. He says that Dion sounds like a wannabe cheap generic Macho Man Randy Savage doing a low budget WCW promo.
I can't
Literally, everything I've
I can't deny. I was thinking about
WW.
WW. Yeah, I can't deny. I didn't think about that when I first heard his voice. But you know what I think of more?
Huh?
That scary clown from It, the movie It.
Yeah, by the way, he literally sounds like that.
Like that looks like that would be his. That sounds like it would be his voice. Like,
yeah, no, he literally sounds like that in person too.
Oh, so he really talks like that? That is not a character that he has given us. That's really his tempo of talking.
Yes, he literally sounds and talks like that. Legitimately, 100%. Like when he called me out at that event that he called me out at, people were laughing because of the way he sounds and talks.
Like, dude, you mad that he sound like that, but it's not usual that you find people who sound like a character for real. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. But no, everything I've
find that voice in their self.
Everything I've said to him or what I'm gonna do to him is 100% honest to God truth. If I happen to grab his foot, I'm taking his toes off. If I grab his arm's coming off. If I punch him in the mouth, his teeth's coming out. If I punch him in the nose, his nose. Like, I'm gonna make a necklace out of Dion Gaines' body parts.
I don't know. It may be interesting to have him on by himself to give him a chance to have one-on-one time with Miss Nikki and make Miss Nikki understand where he comes from and what his thought process is and why he says the things that he has said in the past, and maybe saying right now to you. I need to find out whether this young man is bringing that same energy that he brought in the first fight. Does he find it necessary to be repetitive with what we would consider to be like low ball behavior towards your opponent?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the interest. Those are the questions Miss Nikki has for you, Dion. I always give everybody a fair chance to have their say, you know, and right, wrong, or indifferent. We're going to talk about it. We're going to air it out so we can figure out what's appropriate, what's not. We shouldn't have to do that because we know what is and what is not. But sometimes we got to have these conversations to pull real people back in. So like I said, it could be a combination of trauma from his childhood with the situation with, him losing his arm all the way up through adulthood.
Yeah.
That causes him to, like, there's a disparity. I told you there's a shut off. There's a missing link somewhere in there for him where his brain doesn't tell him that those things are really inappropriate. Those things are really hurtful and can get you really hurt. His brain apparently at this point has only allowed him that adrenaline rush he gets from saying these things and knowing that he's going to get whatever reaction he's going to get from you. So Miss Nikki need to figure this out And you know, I know that some things make for good fights and stuff, but you have to stay within the boundaries. It's only
Yep.
fair.
No family talk. No bringing family into it.
Yeah, it's only fair, guys, that you stay within the boundaries. And you know,
I
Boogie
mean,
Man
how would
14. Who is Boogie Man 1408? Who was that?
how would he like do what?
Who is Boogie Man 1408?
No
Who is
clue.
that? It must be another email that maybe he emailed that link to somebody. I don't know, but Boogeyman 1408.
Might be could be Dion.
He was trying to join, or this person is trying to join too. And you know what? This is kind of creepy because y'all are going to be fighting the day before Halloween.
Mm-hmm. The
Most
ghouls are
things,
gonna
Miss
come
Nikki.
out.
Yeah, most things Miss Nikki find exciting with the fight world, but this is kind of having a kind of a creepy background to it for me. Like all the things that he said, and y'all fighting near Halloween, this being your grudge match, what happened in the first fight. Like, I don't know.
I was cussing the referees out and everything in the locker room. Like I
So
was trying to.
what's
I was
going to be
trying to.
what's going to be different for you?
I'm just gonna go in there with a clearer mind and not let whatever he says in the cage or outside of the cage offend me or get to me or anything like that. And nothing like that. I'm not gonna let it phase me. I guess that is Dion's corner man / mentor.
Okay.
So, but I'm going in there with a clear head, clear mind. Go in there, get the job done, finish it, finish it as best as possible, not try to drag out the fight. And so just even if he does say some shit, I'm able to control it better. I've worked on a lot of more meditating state of mind and training and stuff through the gyms that I train through like the traditional martial arts world, Kempo and stuff like that. And my uncle Eddie, he's a 7-time mixed martial arts Hall of Fame inductee. And so he's helped me overcome the mental aspect.
So the boogeyman answered me in my private chats and said, I'm his corner man / mentor. Oh, so
Yeah.
I'm not rejecting you guys. I need y'all to know that. Like, I'm not purposely not letting you in or anything. Like, you're not showing up to me on this end. Like, you have boxes up here. That's how I'm able to say what your email is or what your tag is because it shows me that. But you're not showing up in the feed. You're not showing up in that box. So wherever you're at, either I don't know, Wi-Fi issues. And I meant to apologize to my people from and Mr. Strickland from earlier. Like during the day around here, for some reason, where I'm at, like the Wi-Fi acts really crazy during the day, but at night I usually don't have that issue. In the evenings, I usually don't have that issue. So I apologize if there are times in that interview from earlier today that it buffers or whatever. It just acts crazy. You can see that in other interviews that I've done during the day. So, yeah, this would have been very great to have both of you at the same time and then have his, I would like to engage a one-on-one with you sometime. You are more than welcome, baby. Absolutely. You are more than welcome. Absolutely. Miss Nikki is here for it. I am definitely here for it. Some things, you're welcome, baby. Some things y'all just need to make me understand, because some things being on the outside looking in, not being a fighter, I may have to have that transfer, what Reggie likes to call that transfer of energy with you to figure it out.
Yeah.
So, so there you have it.
You
Well,
need to come to this fight. You need to travel to St. Louis, Missouri and come watch this fight live. Maybe even do a live feed of the fight on StreamYard. Maybe. The whole event. The whole event. The whole event. Like charge people like a pay-per-view price of whatever, like a donation or whatever or something. I don't know. No clue.
damn. Y'all willing
Yeah.
to put it on the line with Miss Nikki? That's what I'm talking about. Miss Nikki love her fighters. I really do. I like. Y'all are
Come
so
out, go
awesome.
live. Come out, go live, walk out to the cage, whatever.
Y'all put it on the line with me, so I love putting it on the line with y'all. It's all good. Miss Nikki want to do her best to try to make that happen. Absolutely, it's going to be in
Oh
3 weeks.
yeah.
I just need y'all to know, Miss
I
Nikki.
do have
I would like
I
for the
do have the
promotion
ticket.
to say again. I'm media.
Like, do
So
what now?
you said you have tickets?
I have tickets and ticket prices for everybody.
Okay. 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 Before we get out of here, we're going to give them those ticket prices and tell them all the information where they need to find out where you guys are at and the time and all that whatnot. We'll figure it
Ticket
out.
prices. Sounds good. So ticket prices for general admission, that's pretty much everybody knows what general admission is in the fight world. That is a $25 ticket before the event, 30 or 35 at the door. Then there is a VIP table that seats 8 people, $40 a ticket per person for the table, $50 for a cage side table, and it sits 8 people, and then $75 for a cage side chair seating. And you can get a hold of Jason Reinhart on Facebook if you're not local to me or any of the other fights that are on the fight card to get your tickets, or Geo Miller, something like that on Facebook. I can tag them in this feed whenever we're done, so the fans can go add them, talk to them, whatever. And if you want to talk to either one of them about some of the matchups that they have coming on, about the child abuse awareness thing, whatever, help get the show out there a little more, stuff like that. They can make donations or anything if they're accepting donations or whatever, or whatever. So those are the ticket prices for everybody in case anybody was interested in going.
Okay. That's what's up. That is what's up. I think I would like to have one more conversation with you before you go out, get on the road for this event.
Before I go get beat up off this cake.
Whatever you want to call it, baby. Yeah, I think I want to talk to you one more time. I definitely am going to try to make contact with Mr. James himself and Boogeyman 1408, his mentor slash corner man. Me and him, we will have a conversation, and I'm here to learn. So just make me understand, and we're good.
Yep.
Damn. This has been an awesome conversation I've had with you tonight. Yo, man, like I can't make this up. That's why I said in the description, I would never be able to give this any justice just trying to describe to them what was going on with you two. And still we have another whole side of the story to get. So the saga still continues at this point. because we need to give Mr. James an opportunity to speak for himself, and we're going to see what he has to say, and or maybe I will talk to him and his cornerman, but I need him. I really need him.
I tried getting him in, but apparently his phone
It's
ain't
not,
working.
and trust me, you guys, it doesn't seem like, unless he's found a way to physically keep himself from being in the feed, like he's been trying to get in. So whatever the Wi-Fi situation is, or whatever the issue is, I don't know if it's coming from my end or if it's coming from his end, but whatever it is, we're going to figure it out, and we're going to get together, and we're going to have a conversation about this. And maybe when he and I get ready to have our conversation, we'll go ahead and invite you into that, and then
We can
we'll
have a
air it
fist
out
fight.
that way.
We can have a fist fight right here on live for you.
Not for me. This is not for me. This is for
the
y'all
fans.
two.
the
Y'all got to
fans.
duke it out. Y'all
For
two
the
have got.
fans, for the fans, we'll come on here and we'll throw some air punches or something at each other or something. I don't know.
Not the air punches.
Got you again.
Miss Nikki understand. But young man, I need you to continue to stay healthy through the rest of your camp. Make sure that you stay good with continuing your weight drop, and I hope that you meet that crest that you need to before the fight runs up on you, and that you don't have a struggle in the last couple of days with the last few pounds. So hopefully everything goes well for you in that manner. And like I said, we'll be waiting for Mr. James to give us a response and get a pair with Miss Nikki and give us his side of the story. And we're just waiting. And his cornerman too. That's interesting. I don't have very many cornermen that jump into conversations about their fighters. Very few times do they do that. So this makes it even more interesting for Miss Nikki that his cornerman has reached out to me. He feel it's his, and what he has to say is just as important to me as what you two have to say to me about this. So exactly. Absolutely. He is welcome to come. You all are always welcome. And I say that to everybody. You're all welcome. Miss Nikki doesn't make a difference. You all are welcome. So dang. Continue on your journey, young man. Miss Nikki gonna be watching and listening and waiting. If you find out any new information, you let me know. So, and another thing with his cornerman joining the conversation, then there's another person that is saying, okay, we're going to meet this obligation. Because you can't have your cornerman jumping up in the post, you know what I'm saying stuff, and then your ass let him down too,
Exactly.
Can't
like what happened the last time, not showing up till like 30 minutes before the fights. So not knowing if they made weight, whatever. But I totally agree.
Nope. You got to do it right, young man. You got to do it right. It's only fair for your opponent. It's only fair for you. It's only fair for the promotion. I know not everybody plays fair at all times, but sometimes you got to play fair, young man. So if you really want, if I'm talking to you, Mr. James, baby, if you really want this rematch, then you got to do what you got to do. You got to turn in your medicals. You got to do what you got to do. And just stand up. Just stand behind what you say, man. Stand beside what you say. And we'll see.
Soft as cake. Remember, I'm soft as cake. You can beat me easily, Dion. Remember?
And just remember, you, young man, Mr. Jones, I need you to also remember that what you have at risk at this point is getting beat up by a one-armed man. That's the risk you take in this fight, is being losing that credibility. You'd have been beat up by a one-armed motherfucker. So
right. I would never be down. And Dion, for your info, disqualifications don't count as a legitimate loss either. So I don't want to hear you say, "Oh, he already lost to me." Like you keep saying on Facebook, you lost to me. Nah, I got disqualified because of what you said between when we was in clinch. So yeah,
Well,
he made the bed. He needs to lay in it. Show up,
absolutely.
man up.
Absolutely.
Talk all that shit about my family, my kids, my dead father, my friends, the shit you've talked to me. Back it up. The same shit talk you've been doing for 3 years. Back it up. Have that same energy come fight night.
I think that's only a fair.
He even told me he was gonna slap me like a bitch at weigh-ins.
Oh, god damn, Miss Nikki, you need to be there. I do not want
Yeah,
to miss that. Is he
he
gonna
told,
slap? Is he gonna slap you with the full hand, or is he gonna slap you with the dub?
I don't know. I'm actually bringing. I found his other hand. Actually, I have it with
Oh
me. So
my
I'm taking.
god! Shut up! Shut.
Legit, and he knows this. I told him, I was like, by the way, I found the other hand. It was on the railroad train tracks by my house. I've got you covered. I'll bring it with me to weigh-ins for you. And then he's like, I'm gonna bitch slap you. What are you gonna do? Nub bitch slap me, or are you gonna actually bitch slap me with your other
What is
hand?
wrong with y'all? What
The
is wrong
one.
with y'all? Tell the people where they can find you on social media. Tell the people where they can find your gym. If you have any sponsors that you are working with going into this fight, let them know who your sponsors are. And we're going to close this out because I can't take the.
You can find
I can't take it.
You can find me on Facebook, either my fan page, which would be Cory Hello Kitty Jones, or my private page of Cory Jones Diseano, which is Dieseano. And then my gym page, Facebook, is Pitbulls MMA, all one word, space Academy. And then we also have a Instagram. I don't remember what it was. I always get those in TikTok confused. Sponsors. I want to actually. It's my gym sponsor because I have some of my students fighting the same night, so I'll throw out a couple of those. Mad Mexican Custom Tees. He provides my gym's merchandise, our shirts, whatever else I need. Really good, cheap, reasonable. Local business owner. If anybody needs anything made, whether it's posters, car decals, stickers, shirts, hoodies, socks, mouse pads, tumblers, whatever, hit up Josh Mad Mexican Rosales up on Facebook or their fan page, Mad Mexican Custom Tees and more. Let them know Pitbulls MMA Academy sent you. I also want to, say thank you to a good friend of mine. He sponsors me. His name is Dave Norman. He owns Tazewell Motors in East Peoria, Creve Coeur, Illinois. It used to be East Peoria. One of my coaches, he sponsors me through his business. It's called The Other Dog. Dave Streetamatter, Oos Sensei. My uncle Eddie Parker for prepping me for this fight. My cousin Chris from Open Mind Kickboxing and Primetime Fitness. All the gyms, all my students. You, of course, you, Miss Nikki, for having me on tonight.
Oh my
god. And just the fans. It wouldn't be possible without you guys. I wouldn't be able to compete if it wasn't for you guys.
Absolutely, the fan base, man. You find out who your friends really are sometimes. For sure. So yes. Okay, baby, it's all good. Thank you again, young man. You and I shall meet again very soon. And like I said, do everything you can to be prepared for this fight. I know, even though this young man has a little bit of a disadvantage coming into the fight, and you can't really say he has a disadvantage because he's taking a fight. He has been, he's been fighting for a good little minute. He understands, so he's not really at a disadvantage because he puts himself in that position to not be at a disadvantage. So I can't look at him like that. So, like I said, the one thing you can't do is go in there and get beat up by a one-armed man.
That ain't gonna happen.
And
It ain't
let
gonna
him have
happen.
and let him have pictures and videos of it too. Boy, it's gonna be looking bad for you, baby, if you don't go in there and do everything you said you're gonna do. We worried about him doing what he said he gonna do. All it takes is for you to be
Eh,
overexcited, too too agitated, and make a mistake, and boom, he gets another W from you.
It's not gonna happen. He ain't beating me. I give everybody a promise that he is not beating me. I'm either finishing him in the first or the second round. If it's first round, it'll be not. Second round, it'll be a submission.
Miss Nikki gonna hold you to that. That's the only thing I can do is hold you to what you tell me. So I'm gonna hold you to that, and it's gonna be interesting to see what your opponent's response to everything is going to be, or has been, or will be. So with that being said, we're gonna get up out of this piece, y'all. Be looking forward to this continued saga, grudge match between Mr. Jones and Mr. James, and October 30th up there in, tell them again.
St. Louis, Missouri.
St. Louis, Missouri. I don't know why that was so hard for me to remember. Up there in St. Louis, Missouri is going to go down at Courage Fighting Championship. We look forward to it. We are looking forward to it. Will they be streaming the fights any other kind of way?
I'm hoping so. If not, I know this fight and my students that are fighting will be Facebook Live, no matter what.
Okay. Oh, you have students that'll be on the card too, huh? See, yeah, that's another thing. That'll give us a reason to come back a second time anyway, because we'll keep building on this. So, yeah, we'll talk about that in our upcoming interview. We're gonna set it up for like maybe a few days, maybe a week from now, and get some more info going on that card. Hopefully, we can get the promoter to come join Miss Nikki and Fight Heads MMA and tell us all the goodness that is going to be happening on this card, and what his intentions on having the card is. So it's a lot that we can do follow up with this. So excuse me, you guys, y'all know I'm drinking my favorite. This is my number one love right here. This is my love. This is my baby.
It kicked me again.
Miss Nikki loves cherry Pepsi. So that would be awesome to have Pepsi Cola as a sponsor for Miss Nikki and Fight Heads MMA, because everybody that know me has seen me at least one time with one of these in my hand. Everybody. So yeah, we're going to say good night to you all, and thank you for joining us. Thank you for allowing us to entertain you tonight. Look forward to Mr. Jones and Mr. James on the 30th of October up there in St. Louis, Missouri. And at that point, it's the point of no return. The point of no return. So that's what we have going on here, a grudge match. A young man that's going to have to really answer for some things that he said to this young man that you're looking at right now. And we're going to find out where Mr. James's mind is at this point. So getting so close to the fight, we're going to find out where his mind is, and see if he is really about this life this second time around with Mr. Jones. So there y'all have it. We gave you all we could give you tonight. We still have a little bit more. Be looking for us to come back with maybe the promoter of this event and maybe some of the other fighters that'll be on the card before the card happens. Just never know. But thank you all. Love, peace, and hair grease. Miss Nikki Fight Heads MMA. Hello Kitty. Cory Jones was in the house tonight with Miss Nikki. We tried to bring you Sir Dion James and give him a chance to give his side of the story, but it was not possible tonight. We'll set that up for later, and be looking for Hello Kitty to come back and dust it up with Miss Nikki one more time before his fight ensues on the 30th up there in St. Louis, Missouri.
I can even come on live from weigh-ins or even before the fight. There you go. I got you.
You have stoked me. You've made me want to say, this is something I want to be at. It will do it no justice on the video. No justice on the video. You have to be present to see feel the energy that is going to be flowing through that place. And we're going to see if Mr. Dion himself will have any fans in the house after some of the shenanigans that he has pulled thus far. We're going to see if his fans are going to back him, and we're going to find out what his side of everything is as soon as we can catch up with him. So thank you all for allowing us to entertain you tonight. Thank you all for tuning in. We welcome all. We welcome all. And please leave your comments and suggestions in the comments section.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for tuning in.
Absolutely. Love, pizza, hair grease.
Fightheads MMA. Don't forget, guys. Fightheads MMA.
You know what it is. And I showed y'all before that this has been sponsored by my dude at Homegrown MMA. Yes. Me and him have an interview to do too. Yes. So you guys, love, peace, and hair grease. Miss Nikki, Fightheads MMA. I'm not here to participate. I am here to take over. So good night.
Good night, guys. Thank you again.
Yes, thank you.